everyone, it's Finnovation. In this video, I'm going to be making another axolotl. So I made this one, and I absolutely love it. I think it's just like the cutest thing ever, and apparently a lot of you guys liked it too, and you left me some comments saying that I should make another one, and like maybe a blue one, something like that. And since I love this one so much, I'm gonna make another one. Alright, now how am I gonna make this? So obviously the axolotl from Minecraft is pretty blocky, because Minecraft is a blocky video game. So I'm going to be using these woodpile wooden cubes. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they were like really cheap. So I got like, I don't know, 100 of them, because there's like 72 in each bag. So I got 2 bags, and hopefully that should be enough. But basically, that's what I'm going to be making it out of. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing the actual head and the body of the axolotl. Because as you can see on screen right now, the head and the body are basically just 2 big boxes. And rather than putting a bunch of little blocks all the way to make it, I am going to actually make it out of wood. Now, how I figured out how big the wood is going to be is our axolotl has each individual pixel, because you can see those, and each of these boxes represents a pixel. So if I know that the body is 10 pixels long, that means it's just going to be 10 blocks long. So that's exactly what I did, and I'm just going to cut some wood. So now that I've got that done, I've got to glue it together. I'm going to be using wood glue and some clamps. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like very generously apply some wood glue onto the wood and just get it to all stick together before I actually start painting, because that'll probably just like help a bit to make sure that it doesn't fall apart. Now while I'm waiting for the wood glue to dry, what I'm going to do is paint some of my squares. So now I know that I need a lot of them painted, so I'm just going to be painting them while I'm waiting. Alright, so as you guys can see, my head and my body are now dried, and I did get a lot of the other stuff painted, like for the tail while I was waiting. Now all that I have to do is paint all of this that main blue color that the axolotl is. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so as you guys can see, I have most of this done, except for the face. And now I really want to show you guys how I'm actually going to get this done, because it is a little bit complicated, because like the method I use is really smart, and I didn't really figure this out until my last time when I made an axolotl. So the cubes are already perfect squares, and it's really hard to like perfectly paint a square, or at least for me, because I'm not a great painter. But what you can do is, if you get like a little heap of paint, you can actually dip your like your square right into the paint, and then I like to get a paintbrush and kind of wipe some of it off so it's not too globby. And now when I put this somewhere on my axolotl, like for example, if I need to do, I'll just do it on the back so I can show you. But like if I needed to put a square here, all I would do is I'd just press it like this. And now when I take it off, it's like a perfect square every time. So like as you can see, that one's good. Now I never like to do my first one because oftentimes it does glob. Like as you can see, that one had a lot of spill over the others. But now whenever I do this again, it's like that perfect square template that if I need to go and try it again, usually I just have to fill it in. And it's a lot easier to fill in a shape than it is to freehand paint. So as you can see, that's kind of how I'm doing this, if you were wondering. Alright, now almost all the parts are completely done aside from its feet, but I think once I start putting this together, you'll be able to see where this is going. So, hopefully it will start to look pretty cute now that I've got it all assembled. Now all I'm going to do is for its tail and this little piece right here, I'm just going to hot glue them on, and then I've just got to do the horns and its feet. Now before I show you the full final product, this is my old axolotl, and it sometimes had a problem that when I would set it down, its legs would fall off. Now a fun fact is that axolotls can actually regenerate limbs. So on this one, instead of just gluing the legs onto the side, what I did was I made hinges so that the legs could rotate and I wouldn't have the problem of the legs falling off. Alright, so as you guys can see, the axolotl is now complete, and like I just showed you, its legs can move, and I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. Now, of course, I am probably just going to glue the legs back onto this one, because they did fall off, like I said, or I might even just add hinges, like I did for this one. And if I was making this project, I would 100% add hinges like that, but I really like having the two axolotls, and they're absolutely adorable. Alright, so I'm really happy with how this axolotl turned out, and I love the legs. He can even wave at you. But anyway, Dad, I've actually got an axolotl joke. So I went to the aquarium once, and I was asking the guy who owns it a bunch of questions about the axolotl.
Really?
Yeah, and you know what he said?
What'd he
You
say?
sure axolotl questions.
Actually, Finn, that is a true statement. Ever since you've been little, you've asked a lot of questions.
Yep, that's true. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video, and I really appreciated you guys leaving me the comments for this one, so if you have any more suggestions, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!